Filling in for Casey Kasem, I'm David Perry, and we're counting down the 40 biggest hits in the 50 states. Holding steady at number 7 is Usher. The 18-year-old singer recently picked up a Grammy nomination for Best Male R&B Vocal Performance for this song, You Make Me Wanna.
Top 40 Countdown!
I'm Jeff Wyatt. These are the nation's biggest hits by the world's hottest stars. And now we're up to Usher, a teenager who's just getting started in the music business, but he's already got plans to shake things up and break the musical law. It's the kind of ambition you'd expect from a 19-year-old guy. On his latest album titled My Way, he learned all he could about songwriting and producing. Now he's learning to play instruments, and he says eventually he wants to get into acting. Well, as far as Usher's concerned, anything is possible. He says, quote, I feel like I've accomplished so much already, but I still have my whole life ahead of me and much more to do, end quote. One of the things he plans to do is team up with some unlikely partners on a series of duets. He's hinted he wouldn't mind hooking up with old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra, on a song or two. He says he'd love to swap vocals with the Spice Girls someday. And he's very interested in singing with Elton John. Why Elton? Well, Usher says it's one of those things people think is against the law. And he's attracted to things that really don't match musically. He explains Elton caters to a more pop audience, while his music is more hip-hop with R&B soul. Together, he thinks they'd open up each other to new sounds and a new audience. Will a duet with Elton ever happen? Well, Usher says there's no plans yet, but he believes in the future, anything is possible. This week, this optimistic dude climbs a notch to number 36 on the top 40 with his latest hit. Here's Usher with Nice and Slow.
What you doing? Counting down the hits with Casey Kasem.
These are the biggest hits by the hottest stars, and rising 3 notches to number 19 is Usher, a hot star who's keeping it all in the family. His manager is Jonetta Patton, his mom. Well, if you can't trust your mom, here's Jonetta's key client and baby boy, Usher, with You Remind Me.
Yo, I ain't seen you in a minute.
American Top 40.
We have them for you, radio's 40 top hits of the week. Well, now we're up to the song You Don't Have to Call by Usher, a singer who says the finest work of art he owns is a drawing by a young fan. In his many interviews, Usher has often spoken about the importance of family and the importance of pursuing your dreams. Well, one day, a mother and daughter were listening to one of his positive interviews. The mother was on drugs, and their lives were falling apart. What Usher said really touched them. Inspired by what he said, the mother worked hard to free herself from drugs, and the daughter worked hard to make her dream of being an artist come true. She wrote Usher a letter, thanking him for his inspiration, and she sent along one of her drawings. Well, Usher says, I have the picture in a frame in my house to this day. I treasure that picture. She told me that because I strive to achieve what dreamers believe, it made her believe in her ability. After I met her and her mother, they began to cry. It let me know I'm doing something positive. This week, the star who inspires others climbs 7 notches to number 23 on AT40. Here's Usher with You Don't Have to Call.
Serving a hit nation, coast to coast and around the world.
American Top 40
with Ryan Seacrest.
It's Ryan Seacrest on AT40, and we're up to Usher. Stu's been in the studio working on the soundtrack for his first movie in 4 years. It's called Dying for Dolly. Usher plays a bodyguard assigned to protect the daughter of a mob boss. The movie and the soundtrack will be out this fall, and here he is with Caught Up, number 18.